You're watching Good Morning Texas in high definition with Brenda Teal, Gary Cogill, and Amy Vanderoff.
We're back with an inspiring comeback story you won't want to miss, but stay with us.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, remember what it was like when you were 16 years old, looking forward to football games and homecoming and prom and getting a driver's license? Well, 16-year-old Lindsay Heidelberg was a three-time All-American cheerleader. She loved gymnastics, and then she suffered 2 injuries, and the pain became so intense that she could barely stand, let alone walk. And then seizures confined her to a wheelchair. It got very complicated. But a high-tech pain device developed right here in North Texas changed all of that. Everyone say hello to Lindsay Heidelberg, her physical therapist Janice Walker, and Paul McGee of the Neuro Research Group. And we're fascinated by, as a show, by this Neuro Research Group. Thanks for being here. And Lindsay, let's start with you. You had a cheerleader accident. What really happened to you?
I was a back spot for a stunt group, and we threw our flyer up like normal, and something happened, and she came down wrong, and I actually got tossed to the ground, and I broke my back that way. And
so you broke your back?
Yeah.
So when you started to look into therapy and things, were you walking at the time, or could you walk
when
without assistance?
When I broke my back, yes, I had a huge ugly brace on, but I could walk.
Okay.
And about 3 months of that brace, the other side of my back, of the vertebrae that I broke again.
Wow,
so it was broken
severe.
in both places, and then I had to have surgery because I couldn't walk then.
So you had surgery, and then you were having seizures also.
Right. 4 months after I had surgery, I started having seizures. My first one was 6 hours, and when I woke up, I couldn't walk, and I could not feel my left leg. Okay,
we have some remarkable video, and we're going to narrate over this, but take a look at this. This is the first images of you in black and white. Now, the doctors have sedated you, and this is what your seizure looks like.
Yes.
And you were having these quite often.
Very often.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm sorry, but that looks like an old black and white horror film.
Yeah.
And we make light of it, but it was a very serious time for you, and I knew of your mother. Now, this is on the left when you came in.
Right. The RSD would cut circulation off to my leg, making it very cold and change colors.
There you are on crutches, barely moving that one foot.
Right.
At all.
It would drag across the floor.
And we're going to get to what this therapy really is here in a second. But then that's you walking after
14 treatments. And I could not walk for about a year, and they took me out of school because I couldn't walk and I would have seizures.
Well, let's talk about this, Janice. In normal physical therapy, you'd think you'd like work the muscles, and we work out and we build strong muscles, and she can eventually walk. But what really happened here? Why did we need this device?
She needed the device. When she came to see me, she had minimal strength, minimal response from the nerve. Trace muscle strength is what she had. She was, as you can see, with a full leg, long leg brace and crutches. And we began to work. We work on the spine. We work at the level of the spine that connects basically to the leg.
Now, when did you get connected to the device? You've been working with this for a while. I know this is the personal one.
Yes, sir.
That works, and we'll bring Paul in here too. Paul, how does this work? And Janice, how does this work?
It's interactive neurostimulation. That's really what it's doing is bringing the nerve back. It's allowing the body, the nerve to conduct again.
So, Paul, this doesn't puncture the skin, correct?
No, that's right. It just has metal electrodes on the bottom of the device, and they're placed onto the skin, and it uses electricity to stimulate the nerves through the skin.
It's not a muscle stimulator?
No, it's not. It's very specific to the nerve endings, and you can actually use the device to scan around the skin to find where the body needs the treatment most, and that's why it offers an option for patients that are in such severe pain. Often they're being treated in the wrong place.
Okay, now I know a lot of pro athletes use this. You were on the show, I think, a month or two ago with those guys that were hiking around the world or making a world trek. Does this hurt when you use it, or can you feel it?
Not at all.
It looks like a Norelco shaver.
Well, it feels like your arm, like in that spot's kind of falling asleep. I mean, if you turn it up real high.
So you would apply it like that?
Right here, yeah, right here, and like it would find a spot where the nerves were damaged, and it would stick to it, and you'd treat it.
And Paul, how long do you leave it on?
It's usually about a 15 to 20-minute treatment, depending on the type of injury and pain that the patient's suffering. So,
is there a drawback to this, like too much electricity or too much nerve stimulation?
No, I mean, we recommend training-wise, you know, how much it should be used, but it tends to be shorter treatments on new acute injuries like in the NFL and NBA, and for chronic pain injuries and severe neuropathic pain, you tend to scan a larger area of the body, and so that can take a little bit longer.
So is this a little bit of a miracle for you?
Yes, very. I would not be here. I would be in a wheelchair, not being able to move, not being able to go to school. I'm going to school. I'm taking 17 hours of college to get my doctorate in physical therapy.
And no more seizures?
No more seizures.
I'm kind of fascinated by this. By the way, for more information, and thank you all for being here today.
You're welcome.
It's a good
Thank you
story,
for having
Lindsay.
us.
Nice to see you cheerleader, you. For more information about the InterX pain device, we're still wrapping our head around it, but it's developed here. You log on to nrg-unlimited.com. It's real simple.